Alright folks, welcome back into another case with a MacSurgeon. Today's patient is MacBook Pro 16-inch. I believe it's a M1 A2485. It came in for no power. Let's take a look together and see if we can get it done with this unit. Here's the unit. Let me make sure it's a A2485. Yes, it's a A2485. We don't have a checklist. In our checklist, first step we have to check it, see if this power is powering on, yes or no. Let's try it. Pressing power button, nothing happening. Now pay attention in your right corner and see if this unit is what kind of power is getting. Let's plug the charger in one of the port. That's our next step in checklist. Okay, we do have a 5 volt and it's stuck close to 0. Let's check the second port. We have exact same thing here too. Let's check this side. All right, all of the ports are doing exact same thing. What we have in our checklist next, I need to remove the bottom plate and check some power rails. Bottom plate is out. Okay, whenever we have a MacBook, before I will disconnect the battery, I wanted to try to check what kind of power I do have here. Pay attention on the right corner by having multimeter in a DC volt mode. Black probe into ground, into any silver area that can be as ground or any screw hole. And with the red probe, I will check it here, the first fuse, and I do have a 0 volt. Let me plug in the charger. But whenever you are checking, always you have to be careful because it does have power at the same time as the battery is connected. In case if you will short it, there will be a lot of mess. Let's test again. And we do have a point something, close to 0. That means we are not getting any power. Next step, what I will do, I'll try to disconnect the battery and check in resistance mode, see what are the resistance in our main PP bus. It's also a good point to mention here, whenever you need to disconnect the battery, you don't have to go the route by removing this cover, then the battery screw is under of there. By disconnecting this cable, this is a flex cable that does have the battery and the motherboard communication. Once you disconnected this cable, the battery will be disabled automatically, which is mean it's safe now to work on this motherboard. It does not have any power. All right, now pay attention. I am putting into resistance mode. All right, we have a close to 0. Again, the same principle by having the black probe into ground and the red one into the point where we wanted to check it. This is a fuse, and we have like 2 close to 0 ohm. What it does telling me, this unit does have main PP bus, does have a short. What we have in next our checklist, I wanted to check if this short is coming from the motherboard or is coming from something like a keyboard, trackpad, a screen, or one of these are the, or it's coming from any accessory, or the short we are getting from the motherboard. Next up, let's remove the this plate. The trackpad is disconnected. Let's check again. We still have this short. All right. Next step, we have to remove the keyboard. All this stuff needs to come out. Alright, all the accessories are disconnected now. Let's check it one more time. And we do have this short. That means the board should come out. Alright, motherboard is out. Now let's check if we can see any visual damage. I don't. Oh, I see. Okay, here's our bad guy. This is the one which is cause all this damage, but this is not good because I have to try first to remove this cap. Once I remove the cap, I have to check under of it, see if there's no burn on the layers. Let's remove the component. Next step, I need to check it, see if our short is gone or it's still there, because as you can see, we do have also some burn mark here, which is not good, but it could be just a mark. I will have to clean it and check it, but let's check it, see if still we have our short or not. Okay, the black probe, we should have it in a resistance mode, black probe into ground, and the red one, let's check this one first. Okay, we have a higher resistance, which is good, and this is our ground. Okay, this patient will be saved. Let's clean it and put another cap, and the job is done. No, this time everything looks okay. No burn under of this layer. This is our ground, this is our positive, which is mean this is almost done. Let me grab a donor board to remove these two caps. Let's remove these two. Alright, everything is almost done. Let's double check it. We do have our in resistance mode, checking. Okay, the multimeter is okay, it's working. Red probe into ground. This line is representing on this kind of component as line, because this is not electrolytic, this is a tantalum capacitor. The line represents as positive side, but on electrolytic capacitors, the big ones, the line represents as negative, as ground. Let's check it. Pay attention. Okay, we do have a more than like 12 kilo ohm, around 11. Well, that's enough for me to tell. Now let me check here our main PP bus with the same way to make sure that was the only reason. All right, we do have the same thing. Nice. All right, it's time to assembling back. All right, whenever I'm done, I'm trying in majority times to not connect the battery, test it, and then check it. If everything is okay, then we can connect the battery and check if it's charging, not charging. Let's plug it now. The battery is not connected. Pay attention on the right corner. Okay, we do have a 5 volt, and it's jumping up 320 volt, which is mean the unit it started. We should have the Apple logo. Here, because this unit shuts down in a moment when they was using. That's why now it goes into. All right, cancel. Fan start blowing. That's normal because the battery is not connected. Let's shut down. And connected the battery. Okay, now it's fully stopped. Next step, I want to check it if the battery is charging. Let's plug it. Pay attention on the right corner. We do have a 5 volt, 800. This one is telling me it's already start charging because to the unit, in order to turn it on, we need around 500 milliamp. Oh, you can see it's already charging. Let's check it. Multimeter in a volt mode, plug into ground, and then here we have a 10 volt, and it's going up. All right, folks, this was another successful repair. We was able to bring into life this patient. Customer will be happy, patient is happy, I'm happy, everybody are happy. I hope you enjoy it and you learn something. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment. In case if you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section. I will try to answer your question, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.